talked about indexing from transition. Now we add more layers to this and we start to add a gun handling element in dry fire where we're going to work on indexing from the draw. For this, I'm always valuing consistency over speed of the draw initially in training. I think a lot of guys will get fixated on an arbitrary part time, whether it's a 1 second draw, a sub-second draw. And to me, time to first shot is a byproduct of target difficulty, target distance, and perceived level of risk of the shot. So for that reason, I'm only working on me going at max aggression as hard as I can go on the gun and have good consistency in terms of when I build the grip, indexing from the draw. I want the dot to stop over my point of aim. I need to be very visually precise, stay connected to the target. And now, just like indexing from transition here, where I'm bringing the gun up, I'm just bringing it from the holster. Coaching Jeff through indexing from the draw, we have to pay attention to the gun handling piece a little bit. So we're gonna go quickly through a draw progression. The first movement, we're gonna start hands relaxed at the side. On the beep, I want you to make a very aggressive movement to the gun with your firing hand, build your master grip without moving the gun in the holster, and then push your support hand to a position where you're ready to receive the gun. For me, it's right about midline. The time I'm going to give you for this is 0.4 seconds. The pace I want you to move like if you were to touch something that's very hot and you're reacting to it immediately. Think like you're exploding into action. Stand by. Assessing, is that master grip built effectively with good pressures, and is my support hand ready to receive the gun? One more time. Stand by. The second start position is we're going to start from that position. The gun comes out of the holster, you build your grip, it comes up to your eye target line, stopping flat and stable. I don't care if you pick up the dot in this amount of time, I'm just emphasizing the aggressiveness of how I want you to move the gun. We'll do that same thing in 4/10. Stand by. Want to be touching the trigger, ready to shoot. Stand by. Another assessment we have, do I build my grip consistently? Is my first awareness of the dot sitting in the center of the window? If you see that, it's a bonus. It's not necessary for this isolated element. Stand by. Again, those times only exist. They're arbitrary. It's to force you to move your hands as fast as they can. We'll add both those times together. I'll give you 1/10 of a second to pick up the dot. We're always assessing, is the dot arriving at my eye target line? First awareness, it's in the center of the window, right directly over the point of aim. 0.9 seconds. Stand by. One more time. Stand by. Stand by. So now we got a pretty good understanding of hey, what my RPE of 100 is, how consistency plays into that. Now we'll just do that indexing from the draw. What I'll do in dry fire is I've been working lately off of rate of perceived exertion. How hard am I going on it? So a progression for me, I would start at kind of 50%. Again, I'm valuing consistency of the draw and the precision of the indexing from the draw. Burning a hole in that perf, and on the buzzer, at about 50% aggression, I'm getting the gun from the holster straight up to my eye target line, and I want the gun to stop exactly over my point of aim. All right. Dot sitting right on that A zone. More time. See a little bit of wobble on that second one. All of that stuff in subsequent reps I'm going to work out in terms of getting the pressure set on the gun much earlier in the draw stroke with the intent I want to have a grip that's built like I'm going to shoot 5, 6, 7 rounds, that it'll survive those rounds and get the gun to behave in a consistent, predictable way. But most importantly, am I stopping the dot over my intended point of aim? I'm not pressing the trigger, but I am putting my finger on the trigger, and now I'll just add more aggression into it. We'll go up to about 70–80%. Right, now I'm doing it at speed, constantly assessing the consistency of that draw stroke and the precision of the presentation. All looks good, one more. Now I'm gonna put kind of max aggression. I conceptualize this like I'm exploding into action. It'd be as fast as I can get the gun out up to my eye target line. Again, valuing consistent draw stroke, a consistent building of the grip, and having the right pressures when the gun comes up to my eye target line, and that the dot stops exactly over my point of aim. Right, again, missed that grip on the first one, so we'll work to fix that. then I can put a par time on there. For me, getting the gun up to my eye target line, touching the trigger, ready to shoot, right, at a target at 7 yards, I'd like to get all of that done in about 0.8 of a second, consistently. Right, I feel like I'm seeing that red just before that second beat starts. That's how I would train indexing from the draw. We'll make probably more mistakes initially than we have good reps. As I'm getting the mistakes, I'm coming up left, right at target. I'm trying to fix that visually. We have to believe, when we start shooting, the bullets go where we look, so it becomes a visual precision thing. I'm tying together my ability to move the gun from the holster to my eye target line and have the dot be centered up over what I'm looking at, directly over my point of aim. Indexing from the draw, I think, is the skill that becomes a reoccurring theme through all of your dry fire.